And you think with me. Nadab and Abihu laying there dead. They've been incinerated. Aaron was not all of a sudden prone to get angry with God. The Scripture said he held his peace. You better believe he held his peace. It didn't all of a sudden occur to him to get lazy with worship. It didn't all of a sudden occur to him to get sloppy as a Christian. It didn't all of a sudden occur to him. Why? Because the presence of God was so real in the midst of that. And I'll tell you, why do I keep bringing that back in? Because that has a whole lot to do with truth, folks. When you begin to see God more clearly, you begin to see the way things are more truly. You see, one of the problems we have, folks, one of the reasons that sin is so rampant oftentimes in our lives or in our churches is because the presence of God is so little felt and experienced. I tell you what, when the glory of the Lord descends on a church and the fear of God descends on people and there is a presence there and people begin to draw close and there's at least some manifestation similar to that which was experienced by Isaiah or experienced by Job or experienced by Aaron. Listen, sin begins to go out of the church. When people really begin to see God for who He is, and they begin to take that vision of God through their life, then putting to death the deeds of the body becomes something that is going to be more of a reality. Do you guys see this connection with truth in all this? I mean, I hope you guys see this. I hope you guys see. First, I'm going to end with this, but just to kind of summarize this. There's a connection. You put to death the deeds of the body. That's evidence you're going to live. This is life and death, folks. Putting to death the deeds of the body. You've got sin. It's deceitful. Hebrews 3:13 says so. Ephesians 2:22 or 4:22 says that these desires, they're deceitful. You've got these things. Sin trying to make you obey these corrupt desires. This thing is deceitful. This thing is deceitful. You want to do battle with this thing, folks? Truth is your weapon. You got to nail truth. You begin to pinpoint the lies you believe when you sin. And you begin to attack that with truth. You begin to memorize those scripture texts that lie in direct contradiction to that lie that you believe. That truth that is in direct opposition to that lie that you fall for. You begin to permeate yourself with the reality of the presence of God and begin to see Him how He is. You begin to come to approaching day by day your Christian life from this perspective. I can have victory. No, not only I can have it, I must have it. I will have it. And if I don't have it, I'm going to die. Not that I gain life by this battle, but I prove that I have life by this battle. I get this life to battle by becoming a child of God, by being born again. That's where this power is unleashed by the Spirit. And listen, the Spirit doesn't do it. You must do it by the power of the Spirit. He does it through you. Not aside from you, not without you. He does it as you do it. He calls us to an impossible life, but we're given the third person of the very Trinity to cause us to carry this thing out. And listen, this is no small matter. This is a life and death deal. This is not only a life and death deal. This is a really major church deal. Holiness